This video is sponsored by OneFootball. OneFootball app makes it easier to keep up to date with the transfer news, scores and stats in one place. To download the OneFootball app, click the link in the description below. Hi everyone, how you doing? Is alright? So the previews begin. We're a little bit behind schedule this week because I've been doing videos for Sky and I've been hungover for a couple of days, which does not go down well. Right, anyways, Fulham this weekend, we're going to be having a look at Fulham, and then later we'll have a chat about the tune in a different video, and then of course the predicted 11 as well. But we're going to be talking about Fulham. Before we do that though, we're holding a Q&A on Friday. If you get your comments down there below, if you just put Q so we know that you're asking for the podcast, we'll answer your questions. It could be anything football related, non-football related. It could be about channels, it could be what we do, what personal life, whatever. So yeah, drop us some comments down below. Right, before we do get on with Fulham, we're going to hear from Chris from his reaction from the win against Huddersfield.
Who's that Timmy Call United? Who's that Timmy Olador? What's a result away from home? Oh my God, I don't want to watch any more games at John Smith Stadium because I don't know if it's football or if it's rugby league, because most of that game they were tossing it into the box, punting it up, and all we were doing is defending and punting it back the other way. Back four again were super. Kennedy, yeah, that wing backs he was playing, mate, Kennedy was super iffy. God, you don't know what it's like watching it so late in the morning, hanging on, but what a result. Obviously he set them up with the five at the back again with the wing backs, and we didn't create a lot that first half, and I was thinking, where's the goals going to come from? Huddersfield played, we're playing neat football, looked more threatening. So yeah, the first half they definitely shaded it, but obviously smash and grab, that's all it took. Some good interplay, nicked the ball, and the ball's in the back of the net. But yeah, can't say how much it is hanging on. We were hanging on so much, and we rely on that solid back four so much. And I was worried when he took Key off because Hayden's head's been gone all season, but we hung on. But yeah, notable mentions, obviously Rondon, Perez played pretty well. But I've just got a huge question mark still over Diarme's. Rafa's setting them up to play they have to play at their maximum defensive best, all the time, which, it's just not, it's not possible all the time. And we need someone to, relieve that pressure and link that play up through the middle. So hopefully January sales will get someone. But yeah, 16 points now, so gives a bit of breathing space between us and the bottom three, and Fulham at home next week, and yeah, let's capitalise.
Don't think Chris will be auditioning for an X Factor role anytime soon. Right, Fulham. Okay, so Fulham sit bottom of the league at the moment. They're on 9 points, scoring 16 goals, but conceding a whopping 42. By far the worst defence this season, by quite some distance as well. And since Ranieri came in, you were thinking, yeah, they'll pick up. But he's been in charge now for 5 games. They've won just the once, drawn 1, of course, lost 3. And in these 5 games in charge, they've scored on average 1 goal per game. They're still conceding a lot. That's 11 in the 5 games that he's been here. 4 points from 5 games, which is relegation form. Probably Fulham needed strength. I know they have spent loads over the summer, but in those 5 games, to be honest, they have played Man United and Chelsea as well. Now, because Fulham are conceding for fun, clearly we're not going to look at their defensive-minded players going into this game, because their threat, of course, is definitely further forward. But it's something that Newcastle really need to pick up on, because the basic man marking and tracking is so poor with Fulham. This is where we're going to need runners in behind, I feel. So if Rondon can get service, but also have runners around him, I think that'll benefit Newcastle, and we will create a lot of chances against Fulham. They will allow that. Now, of course, the big man, Mitrovic, is returning. I mean, if you're going to have a bet on him scoring, you're probably going to get very small odds, because it's going to happen in there. We're just not going to happen. But I think he's done well. 7 goals so far this season, considering we're almost at the halfway line in the Premier League. If he can get to 15 for the season, I think that'll be a good season for him. I don't think he'll celebrate if he was to score against her, but Mitrovic, he relies on supply. Look, I don't think he'll celebrate, but he'll definitely want to get one over Benitez. He'll want to hurt Benitez, no shadow of a doubt about that, because Benitez didn't like him for whatever reason. But Mitrovic is gone now. Also, if you look at Andre Schürrle's got 5 goals as well this season, coming in from the wing, coming inbound. Look, I think he's a talent. He's World Cup winner. He scored a couple of goals in the semi-final against Brazil. So he can score goals. We've seen it at Chelsea. We've seen it in the Bundesliga as well. So Andre Schürrle's going to be a threat as well. Again, that's another one that we need to keep an eye on. Going forward as well, Sessegnon missed the last game through an injury. So whether he comes back in straight into that lineup, he's a doubt, along with Kevin McDonald. So they both have groin and hamstring injuries respectively. We'll have to see if Sessegnon, because he ripped us apart a couple of years ago in the Championship, didn't he? The 16-year-old just tore Vernon and Anita apart. But last game, they played a 4-2-3-1 formation. Will Ranieri change that and go a little bit more defensive? I don't think so. I think Fulham will come to St James's Park to actually try and play through it, quite similar like West Ham did, which, again, is a dangerous situation because we allowed West Ham a lot of counter-attacks and they ripped us apart, getting in behind. Maybe that's a tactic that Ranieri might go for, who knows. But the last time out, the 4-2-3-1 formation, it was Rico in goal. He had Dennis Adoya right back, Mawson and Ream with the 2 centre-backs with Brian at left back. Then he had Callum Chambers not really playing in his defensive role. He was playing that defensive midfield role alongside Seri. And then he had the likes of Tom Kearney. Kamara's got a couple of goals as well recently, Schürrle, and of course Mitrovic up top. Now, lots been made of Seri coming in this big money. As I say, Fulham have spent a lot of money over the summer. For me, he hasn't hit the heights yet. For me, I know it's still early in the Premier League, 17 games in, whatever. But for me, he needs to step up his game for the price tag or something like daft, like 25 million or something. Again, can Ranieri save them? I think Fulham, for me, need to go out and spend again. I know they spent loads in the summer, as I've touched upon, but they've got to go and do that again as well. Same as Newcastle in a similar boat. We can't rest on our laurels as well. We need a number 10 and a striker in and a left back as well. But we'll see how it goes. We'll talk about Newcastle in a video later on as well. But get your Q&A questions down there below. Cheers. See you. Bye-bye.